5th Division. And I was fortunate enough to be in Company C, 1st Battalion, 28th Marine Regiment. And we were landed in the first wave on Iwo Jima. And as to whether or not I was scared, I don't know, I don't remember. I probably was. Everybody, I guess, was scared. We landed on Green Beach 1, which is right at the very base of the volcano of Mount Suribachi. On the way in, well, there wasn't, as far as I know, can remember and know, there wasn't a shot fired at us. And they didn't start firing and shelling the beach until probably an hour after we landed. We crossed the island in 90 minutes under all that intense fire, constant shelling and fighting. We had to go at it. We had to keep punching at them all day long and all. There was no fighting during the night. They shut down the fighting at sundown, but you had to be on constant watch. But the Japanese would sneak in, and then we went across the island, and then after they captured the volcano, they turned us around and we went north up the west side of the island. We fought every step of the way. I was wounded on the 18th day. It was about 10:30 in the morning, and we had just gotten a whole big group of replacements. I was just a PFC, but I was standing, they'd tell me I was standing up, helping the sergeant direct the new people as to where to go and what to do when the mortar shell landed right in the middle of us. It blew my pants leg. Of course, I was all ragged and dirty anyway. When you're living on the ground, you don't have time to worry about whether your clothes are torn or not. And the knees were out, but it blew my pants leg off, and I had blood all over every place. I got out of there in a hurry, and I walked back about 300 yards to where a medical jeep, our first aid, a Red Cross, not a Red Cross, but a medical jeep was there to pick us up. And I was hurting pretty bad, and I was so nervous and scared I couldn't even shoot myself with my morphine. Everybody, I don't know about now, but during World War II, all the Marines carried a syringe of morphine to, when you're wounded, you give yourself a shot. But I was so scared I couldn't even put it in my leg. And the sergeant, I remember, grabbed it and said, give me that. And he said, I'll give it to you. And he jammed it in my leg. It's just like getting a shot. I have several small pieces of shrapnel yet in my right leg, and I have one pretty good sized piece here in my right arm. But my injuries weren't severe. A lot of people lost their eyesight and half of their head, and big pieces of shrapnel will just absolutely tear you apart. But I never once ever thought I was going to get killed. I don't know why. One day on Iwo Jima, we were caught out in the open and pinned down pretty bad. And this was true. And somebody told me to move, and I got up and moved about from here to where you're standing. And about that time, a hand grenade landed right where I was at. If I hadn't moved when that little voice told me to move, I wouldn't be here today. You don't have time to think about what's happening to you. You just know you gotta keep moving and do what you're supposed to do. And I had a lot of friends, you're right next to me and get killed. You often wonder, how does that happen to them and not happen to you? It's just not your time. War is horrible. I don't know what else to tell you.